Hello everyone, I want to share a story with you today. It's a story about love, trust, and well, a very difficult lesson. Sometimes life teaches us things in the hardest ways. This story is for anyone who has ever believed in someone with their whole heart. It's for anyone who has dreamed of finding that one special person. This young woman, let's call her Maria, had a big, beautiful heart. She was full of hope. She believed that true love was real and that one day she would find it. She was kind and always saw the good in people. Maria was a hard worker. She saved her money carefully for many years. She had big dreams for her future. She wanted to buy a small house and maybe start her own little business. More than anything, she dreamed of sharing her life with someone she loved. She imagined a future filled with laughter, happiness, and a partner who would be her best friend. Maria wasn't just looking for a boyfriend. She was looking for a husband, a family, and a love that would last forever. She believed that being a good person would bring good people into her life. One sunny afternoon, Maria was at a coffee shop. A man walked in and he had the most wonderful smile. He was charming and friendly. He started a conversation with her and they talked for hours. His name was Ben. He told her she was beautiful and that he had never met anyone like her before. Maria felt an instant connection. He seemed so interested in her life, her dreams, and everything she had to say. He listened so carefully, and it made her feel incredibly special. He was everything she had ever hoped to find in a man. They started spending all their time together. They went for long walks in the park. They had romantic dinners. He would bring her flowers just because. Ben told Maria that he loved her more than anything in the world. He talked about their future together, about getting married and having children. He painted a beautiful picture of a life they could build. Maria was so happy. She felt like she was living in a dream. She trusted him completely and believed every single word he said. She felt safe and loved finally. Their relationship felt like a movie. Ben was so thoughtful and kind. He remembered all the little things, like her favorite ice cream flavor and the songs she loved. He would send her sweet text messages every morning to wish her a good day. He made her feel like the most important person in the world. Maria introduced Ben to her friends and they all loved him too. They said he was perfect for her. "You are so lucky, Maria," they would tell her. "He is so in love with you." Maria believed it with every part of her being. She felt she had found her soulmate. Ben often talked about his big plans. He said he was an entrepreneur with a brilliant business idea that was going to make them very successful. He showed her papers and charts that looked very professional, explaining how his company would grow. He told her, "Our future is going to be amazing, my love. We will have everything we ever wanted." Maria was so proud of him. She supported his dreams and believed in his talent. She couldn't wait to be his wife and build a wonderful life together. She trusted his judgment and his promises without any doubt. After a few months, Ben started talking about marriage more seriously. He took Maria to look at rings. He described the wedding he wanted them to have. He said, "I want to stand in front of all our friends and family and tell the world that you are my wife." Maria's heart was full of joy. She started planning their future in her mind, picking out colors for their home and names for their future children. She was completely devoted to him and their shared dream. She felt that nothing could ever go wrong as long as they were together. One evening, Ben came to her with a very serious look on his face. He looked worried and stressed. He told her that he had a big problem with his business. He said he needed a large amount of money very quickly to save a very important deal. He asked her if he could borrow $100,000. He promised her he would pay it all back in just a few weeks, with extra money to thank her. He said, "This is for us, Maria, this is for our future. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't the most important thing in the world." He looked so desperate and sincere. Maria looked at the man she loved. She saw the worry in his eyes. She wanted to help him. He was her future husband, and his problems were her problems. She had saved that money her entire life. It was her security, her dream of a home, but she believed in him. She trusted that he was telling her the truth and that this money would secure their future together. So with a heart full of love and trust, she went to the bank the next day. She took out all her savings, all $100,000, and gave it to Ben. He hugged her tightly and told her she had saved him. He promised to call her that night to celebrate. But that night her phone didn't ring. Maria tried to call him, but his phone went straight to voicemail. She sent him a message, then another one. There was no reply. She started to feel a small knot of worry in her stomach, but she told herself he was probably just very busy with his business deal. She tried to stay calm and positive. She trusted him. He would never do anything to hurt her. She waited and waited, checking her phone every few minutes for a sign from him. The next day came and there was still no word from Ben. Maria's worry turned into a deep, cold fear. She called him again and again, but it was the same. His phone was off. She sent dozens of messages, begging him to just let her know he was okay. Silence. She went to his apartment, but he wasn't there. A neighbor told her they saw him leave yesterday with all his bags. He was gone, he had disappeared. The reality began to sink in and it felt like a physical blow. He wasn't busy, he had left her. The pain was overwhelming. It wasn't just about the money, it was about the broken trust, the broken heart, the broken dreams. Every promise he made, every sweet word he said, it was all a lie. He never loved her. He had used her kindness and her love to steal from her. Maria felt so foolish and so alone. The man she was going to marry, the man she had given everything to, was a thief. Her world collapsed around her. All the beautiful memories they had made were now stained with his lies and betrayal. In the weeks that followed, Maria was consumed by sadness. She cried for days. She felt a pain so deep she thought it would never go away. She was heartbroken, but she was also angry. How could someone be so cruel? How could she have been so blind? She replayed every moment in her mind, looking for the signs she had missed. The experience shattered her trust in people. She felt that she could never love or believe in anyone ever again. The world, which once seemed full of hope and possibility, now felt like a dark and dangerous place. But slowly, very slowly, things began to change. Maria started talking to her friends and family. They surrounded her with love and support. They reminded her that his actions were not her fault. She was a good person who had been tricked by a very bad one. She started to understand that her desire to love and trust was not a weakness. It was a beautiful part of who she was. She learned a very painful lesson about being careful, especially when it comes to money and big promises that seem too good to be true. She realized she needed to love herself first. Maria learned that true love doesn't ask you to give up your life savings. True love is built on honesty and respect, not on lies and secrets. She understood that it is important to protect your heart and your future. You should take your time getting to know someone. Don't let sweet words and big promises rush you into making big decisions. It's okay to be careful. It's okay to ask questions. Protecting yourself doesn't mean you have a cold heart. It means you have a smart one. Her heart was broken, but it was not destroyed. Today, Maria is healing. It's a long process, but she's getting stronger every day. She's starting to dream again, but her dreams are different now. They're about her own strength and her own happiness. So, to everyone listening, please be careful. Love with your whole heart, but also love with your whole mind. Trust is something that must be earned over a long time. Don't let anyone rush you. Protect your heart, protect your dreams, and know that you are worthy of a real, honest love. You deserve it. Be kind to one another.